Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video, I do want to talk about Jordi Alba and the type of season he has been having with both FC Barcelona and the Spanish national team. I think that what we have been seeing over the past few weeks when it comes to Jordi Alba, it has been something that was not expected coming from this player. And I do want to take the time in this video to show some appreciation on what Jordi Alba has been contributing towards the club and the national team. And then the next topic that we are going to be talking about is going to be about Patrick Kluivert, who was considered as the Director of La Masia. It has been said that Patrick Kluivert will no longer be the Director of La Masia and that there will be a new person that will be taking this role in the coming future. We will be talking about that later down this video. But I do first want to talk about Jordi Alba. And so like I have said before, I do want to show some appreciation regarding this player. Jordi Alba has just turned 32 years old a couple of days ago. And I do believe that it is quite safe to say that he is heading towards his final years of his career. But unfortunately, when it comes to Jordi Alba, over the past few seasons, many fans and people around the world were describing Jordi Alba as a player that does not produce for his team, as a player that chokes on big occasions, a player that defensively he is a big liability. So Jordi Alba has experienced quite a few slumps that greatly hindered Barcelona's success. But in this season, right, which is the 2020-2021 season, in this season, this is probably one of his best seasons since he did start with FC Barcelona back in 2013. And what's so crazy about Jordi Alba's season under Ronald Koeman is that he is currently not finished with this season yet, and statistically he has been showing that he can contribute in a very big and important way. And I'm going to be showing you guys a graph just to show you guys how much Jordi Alba has improved personally as a player. We can see starting from 2015 through 2016, in that season he has scored 1 goal and 7 assists, and as you go higher up the list and we head towards the 2020-2021 season, you can see that on a personal level he has been improving tremendously. Once he did touch that 2018-2019 season, you can see that Jordi Alba really skyrocketed towards one of the best left backs in the world, scoring a total of 3 goals and 15 assists. At the moment, that season is still currently untouched because again, these are the stats when it comes to Jordi Alba playing with Barcelona in the Champions League, in the Supercopa, in La Liga, and in every other high competitive competition. But just for the sake of giving everyone here some context behind these numbers, yes, these numbers are absolutely great for a left back, but the main reason why so many have complained about how Jordi Alba has been playing on the field over the past few seasons is because of his errors that defined almost his season with FC Barcelona. He has made an error back in the 2018-2019 season, he has made an error in the 2019-2020 season, and many of these errors came on very big occasions where Jordi Alba had to deliver. And again, it's very unfortunate because looking at these numbers does make a left back one of the best left backs in the world. And what's so fascinating about this current season, if we look at the 5 goals and the 11 assists, about 90% of these goals and assists, these numbers were shown on very critical stages. Jordi Alba showed up when Barcelona really needed someone to show up in order to either advance towards the next round or to win that game where we could have lost 3 points. And these are just simply the kind of numbers where you do not see every left back produce in one season. And then looking at what happened yesterday when Spain faced against Georgia, in that game, Jordi Alba yet again takes part of that win and produces a total of 2 assists against Georgia. And what's crazy about these 2 assists that we have seen is that it's on how he did it. These 2 assists that Jordi Alba has produced was world class. Not many left backs could do this on the field. And I remember a couple of months ago, it was stated all around through social media that Spain and Luis Enrique were going to move on from Jordi Alba and move forward with a player named Gaia. Enrique wanted to use Gaia, and that is exactly what we have been seeing in the year of 2020. It almost looked official that Jordi Alba was never going to see the Spanish national team again. And yes, Gaia is also a player that Barcelona are currently looking at in order to come into the next season. But it is such a coincidence to see that Luis Enrique is preferring Jordi Alba over Gaia in the Spanish national team. It's almost like it's another way of saying that Jordi Alba wants to make a statement that he says, I'm not going to be replaced, not in the Spanish national team, nor in FC Barcelona. I am here to stay. And with these 2 assists coming from this game, in total, Jordi Alba in this season, combined with Barcelona's stats and the Spanish national team stats, he has a total of 5 goals and 13 assists. And going into the next season, which will be the 2021-2022 season, I do expect Jordi Alba to produce the exact same results. And I also do want to applaud Ronald Koeman for bringing out the best, not just from Jordi Alba, but also from Sergio Busquets. I think that Koeman has done a tremendous job on trying to get the best out of Jordi Alba and making him more effective when he does reach that final third area. area. And I am also convinced that in the next season, Jordi Alba should continue to be within the starting 11 and acting as a left back. The one player that should be behind him and looking to take away the minutes from Jordi Alba would be Alejandro Balde. If there could be a mixture between the future left back, which is Alejandro Balde, and has also been reported to enter the first team in the preseason, and use this player to compete with Jordi Alba in that position, Barcelona are going to be having the left back in the present and for the future. And so the next topic that I do want to talk about is going to be about Patrick Kluivert. Coming from Albert Rogue, that Kluivert will no longer be the director of La Masia. He will be leaving the club at the end of the season. It is not completely official yet that Kluivert will be leaving FC Barcelona, but his position is already been occupied by a man named Alexanco. This is one of the decisions that Joan Laporta wanted to make within this week. It has also been said, coming from Rack 1, that Alemany has already informed the latter that he will not be continuing at the club beyond this season. So I do want to give my initial thoughts on this whole situation, right? Because I think that many people are saying that why would they let go of a man named Patrick Kluivert who has been doing tremendously well with FC Barcelona? So here's going to be my opinion. Back on July 27th, 2019, Patrick Kluivert was appointed as the director of La Masia. And since he was appointed on that date, one of the most definitive things that he has done during his era with FC Barcelona was that he made Ansu Fati sign a new contract with FC Barcelona and also wanted Barcelona to go ahead and sign a player named Pedri. And in the end, he did have a very important impact. And for him to catch these two players within a span of 12 months, Patrick Kluivert since 2019 has done a tremendous job. Now, this is also a director and a former player of FC Barcelona that did grow up in the academy of Ajax. And he has also stated before he started this job that there is very big similarities between the Barcelona academy and the Ajax academy, and he knows exactly what it takes and what is necessary in order to produce quality players coming from the Barcelona academy. Now, it has been very unfortunate, you and me know, that the academy has been used more as a financial tool only because of what Bartomeu and the rest of the board members did during their time. They have been using many of these youngsters by producing them and then having them go into the market and sell them for profit. We have seen that happen many times over the past few years, and it's very unfortunate to see that Patrick Kluivert had to be in the middle of this whole mess that Bartomeu was making. But his vision remained the same, and that was that he did believe in La Masia, and he believed that La Masia would bring Barcelona a lot of success. And the one man that is going to be replacing Patrick Kluivert would be Alexanco. And if you guys do not know who Alexanco is, it's actually a very funny story, because back in the 1990-1991 season, one of the main reasons why Barcelona did sign Ronald Koeman in that season is because they wanted to use this center back, Ronald Koeman, to replace Alexanco, because at that time Alexanco was 33 years old, so it was time for him to be replaced, and it was Ronald Koeman. But in that season, Koeman did experience a long-term injury that took him out throughout the whole course of that season, and Barcelona in this situation had to use Alexanco and reuse him back in that season. And by the end of that season, which is again the 1990-1991 season, he did win the league title in that season as a captain. And then going into the next season, which was the 1992 season, they did win the European Cup final. And just like in the previous season, Alexanco won that European Cup final wearing the captain's arm badge. So it is a very fascinating story, because on 1993, that is when Alexanco won his 4th La Liga title and then waved goodbye to the Camp Nou. And ever since then, he did return back to Barcelona, working as the director of La Masia under Laporta a few years back, and he did a very tremendous job at doing so by organizing and bringing in people together such as Albert Benaiges, who had a great partnership with Johan Cruyff, and because of that, they were able to transfer the style and the concepts to cultivate the young talents through the academy. And it did end up being very successful, because the big result was that they have produced players such as Lionel Messi, Fabregas, Sergio Busquets, Gerard Piqué, Pedro, and many other players. So I have no problem with Alexanco being appointed as the director of La Masia. I do believe that he will do very well. I am convinced that he does have the necessary experience to be a very impactful director, and I do expect to see many results come later down the road through La Masia. But that's going to be it for today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.